Hi, Alan Stratton from As Wood Turns. In an upcoming video, I plan to do a small hollow form turning. However, as I examined my tools, at least the ones that I've found so far, my tools are all too big for a small hollow form. They're for larger hollow forms. So, in order to rectify the situation, I'm going to make my own set of small hollow form tools. This one will be for straight cutting and for a little bit off axis. This will be for reaching around the corner of a neck. I hope I don't need the one that is in between. If so, I'll have to make it. For now, let's make these two small hollow form tools.
To begin with, I am not an experienced metalworker, nor a tool maker. I am a woodworker and wood turner. This is a new experience for me. My raw material consists of 2 Allen wrenches. I picked the largest ones I have. I'm starting with the bent tool. The Allen wrench is already bent, but is too long. I'm using the corner of the coarse grinding wheel to cut off the excess length. I'm using a vice grip clamp to extend my grip. With the bent length about right, I'm continuing to shape the wrench into a typical round nose scraper. An occasional dip into water keeps the tool temperature down. This is my original 6-inch grinder with the original coarse and fine grinding wheels. I don't recall the exact grit. I once was talking with another turner who had made his bent hollowing tool from an Allen wrench. He complained about having to heat the steel to straighten it. He had then bent the steel to the side at the length he wanted. When I suggested simply grinding off the extra length and using the factory bend, he had one of those aha moments. After cussing for a minute, he did calm down. I'm switching now to a finer grinding wheel for a little more refinement to the shape. I'm switching now to the straight tool. Again, this is an Allen wrench. The difference is that I will cut off the bent end entirely before grinding it to a round nose scraper. Now I'm refining the straight tool on the fine wheel. That should be good enough for both tools. However, I also have a new 8-inch grinder with a fine CBN wheel. I'm dressing both tools a little more with this very fine wheel. No tool is complete without a handle. This is a piece of fig wood. I'm roughing the wood and cutting a mounting tenon. I'm roughing with a bowl gouge, then refining with a small skew. Now I'm mounting the handle in my chuck, fitted with long nose jaws that will hold a smaller tenon. Next, to drill a hole for the tool steel. After cutting a small recess where I'm to start the drill, I'm drilling with a handheld Jacob's chuck. Thank you, Steve, for this. It's not hard to drill the fig because the wood had a center pithy area. I'm just reaming out the pith. Now for the final shaping. I'll do this work with a skew. I like a simple shape. The handle is thicker at the front, then thinner, then a little swelling for the palm area, then thinner again just in front of the end. I'm not putting a ferrule on this handle. We'll see if that's a good decision. I'll sand with mineral oil and beeswax. That will also be the finish. Next, the second handle. This handle is a piece of elm. Previously, I had turned it round for another project, but it has some cracks on one side. I'm offsetting the blank to use solid wood. Turning this handle is the same process as the first one. With both handles finished, I'm mixing some epoxy and gluing the tools into the handles. This epoxy has to harden overnight, so I'll take a break until tomorrow before turning a small hollow form. With the length of these tools, they're good for hollow forms up to about 3 inches in height. My tools are ready. My investment consists of 2 old large Allen wrenches and a couple of scraps for handles. Next, I'll test them. With that, we'll see you again next week with another wood turning video. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and tell your friends. Always wear your full face shield. Goggles are not enough. Then keep on turning. Until next week, this is Alan Stratton from As Wood Turns.